Hey, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where we're at, we're in North Carolina, and we are at this weekend is the Wooley Swamp Campground of the North Carolina Hammock Hangers Association. So I was down here for their first annual last year. Well, this year is the second year, so it's the second annual hammock hang here at Wooley Swamp. So we're going to be spending the weekend here. Oh, these trees are looking good. So I was at this exact spot last year. I can see hammockers already here and getting set up. We're here on a Friday. We are going to be staying through Saturday and then probably pack up on Sunday, but we're going to spend the event here. I've got to look at some of these trees. I might not use the same two trees I used last year. I might position the car a little bit different, but hey, if you're ready, buckle up because here we go. All right, let me pick these trees out. So I'm thinking of hanging in this general area right here again. So last year I used this tree right here, and I believe that one over there, that little one. So I think I'm gonna go a little different this year. Go here and here. That way I can hang this way. And then I might try to pull the car into this spot right here. So I think that'll work. Yeah, all right. Well, when I get it all figured out, I will bring you back. I don't want to spend too much time showing you all this stuff because there's going to be a lot of things to look at this weekend. I'm just working on a few final adjustments here to camp. And as you can see, I've got the hammock up, I've got the tarp up, and I've also got the car canopy. So I know this is a hammock event, but it's hot out here. Look at me sweating. So I decided to go ahead and put the car canopy up. This is the AMEA. Well, let me show you around it a little bit. So what it does is it hooks right to the back of the car. Oh, let me do this quick. So there's a little hack. If you're gonna let your car open the hatch, you just push that. It thinks it's locked. That way it turns off all the lights and you don't drain your battery. But what this does is it hooks to the top of the car. There's 3 straps that go and it hooks right there on the bracket, and then on either side it comes down to the wheels. So then you run it out. And I'm very fortunate I picked this spot because I've got trees that I can tie to. So you can see I got one right over here for this corner. And then gives me a big open spot right down under here to get out of the sun. The sun's beating. It was cloudy when I started, but hey, it's clearing up. Well, now the sun went back in. But this is my hammock setup. So this is a one-wind hammock. I've got a hammock gear underquilt. That's a down underquilt. I've got the one-wind tarp here. I am using a split ridge line right there from Sewell Gear, and then that just, you know, we run it out to the tree on either side. But it's not supposed to rain, so I'm not really worried about getting wet, but I wanted to put this up here just to block from the sun. And you can see I've got it staked down right there. And I've utilized the trees that are in the area. And we've got our one-wind snake skin. I pitched this down a little bit. Oh, someone was eating oysters. There's a lot of oyster shells. And then right over here is the other side of the car. So people are definitely starting to come in. So on Fridays, it's just pretty much all day. People come in for the event. The big event is tomorrow. That's, I think, James is doing a pig roast again this year, so I think that's over, getting ready, and that'll be for tomorrow. So my car, it is all set up for car camping. If you guys follow the channel, so you know that I sleep out of the car. So yesterday I did my travel down here, and I got here pretty late, so there's a Speedway gas station right up the street, so I just pulled in there. use their facilities. They're open 24/7, so I just popped the hatch, climbed right on in, and went to sleep, and then I wasn't too far away. But this here is the table that my cousin Vinny made. So I do all my cooking right here, so I'm going to be able to utilize this as well this weekend, so that'll be a big benefit. So I do have a power bank that, you know, if we need electric, we can cook off of that. And I do have the refrigerator right there, so I've got plenty of food. Yep. All right. Well, I do have a subscriber that actually came down from Ohio. So he made his drive today. He's got getting set up right over here. So I'm going to go talk to him for a bit and see if he needs a hand. Hey, Chris. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Tony?
Good, good, good. So Chris and I saw one another when he pulled up and goes, "Hey, Tony." And so, Chris, you came down from Ohio.
Yes.
Nice drive.
Yeah. It was about 7 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and it was colder up there when you left.
Yeah, it was raining. We had quite a rainstorm and tornado warnings when I left.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So this is your first hammock event, right?
Yes, sure is.
So how did you get inspired to get into a hammock? This is your first hammock too, right?
This is my first hammock. Probably about a year ago, my daughter was watching YouTube and come across one of your videos of you staying at Buc-ee's. And so we got to watching you, and here we are.
There you go.
So, yeah.
And what's your daughter's name?
Haley. Yep.
Hi, Haley, and thanks for getting your dad to come on and watch the videos. All righty. So this is your setup. So you went with a one-wind underquilt?
Yes.
And whose hammock is this?
It is a Hammock Gear hammock with the one-wind underquilt and the one-wind tarp.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we're not expecting rain, so I guess So you getting the hang of it, or that's what's really nice about coming to these events is you get to learn.
Sure.
And so
yeah, it's been great. You helped me get some of my adjustments. I had some questions about that. You helped me with it. I appreciate that. It's been great. The folks here at the hang have been great, and really nice event. Yeah,
was it Tom walked over here and said they were doing hot dogs soon?
Yeah, going to be having hot dogs here in about an hour, I guess. So.
Yeah, I know the group over there. They make food and stuff throughout the weekend, but this is Friday night. We're pretty much on our own, but they invited others to come over and have some hot dogs. Well, you know me, I'm carnivore. Well, maybe you don't, but I'm carnivore. I've got stuff to cook if I'm even hungry later. All right. Well, I think you're going to have a great time this weekend.
Appreciate that, Tony. Thank you.
No problem. And we are neighbors. All right.
Appreciate
We'll be talking a lot.
Thank you, Tony.
Okay, thanks. See ya. About 5:30 right now, and I was just kind of hanging out over there, but I am going to do a loop around the campground here. So if you remember last year, on the Saturday that we were here, we kind of went to each person's setup and kind of looked at that. We may do that this weekend. I really haven't found out what all the agenda is, but this is a really great, smaller venue than, say, like a hang con. So you do get a little bit more time with, fewer people. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, that's a neat little setup right there. Yeah, that's a truck with looks like a changing area right next to it. Yeah, now over here we got Moose Man and the group also in this area. I remember them being here last year as well. And so we'll get over there to talk to them, but they're cooking and eating. That's a whole group of guys that come down, and you're going to recognize some of them from the HangCon videos. Yeah, but you can see all the way up through here. We're starting to fill up. It's a lot of trees, and that makes it nice for hanging hammocks. Yeah, this is a great venue. Now, the sheds that you see, that is an interesting story about this campground, and I will share that with you in a little while. But yeah, there's a Looks like that's a One Tigress hot tent. I think I remember him from last year over there in the woods. Then we got a lot of Haven tents I've seen this year as well. So this will begin to fill up for the next couple days. Well, mainly tonight and tomorrow. But beautiful setting, beautiful woods. And then all through the woods there, that's the pavilion where they do the pig roast and have their big meal tomorrow. Yeah, so we got Robert. He stopped down at our location. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Tony.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Oh, that's good. So this is your setup here.
It is.
Oh, look at that. You've got the gear hammock underneath there. That's the one wind. So you've got all the one wind stuff here.
It's all one wind.
That is perfect.
Saw it all on your channel.
So I'm the reason for this then.
Yeah, I told my wife it's all your fault.
There you go. That's good. Just blame it on me. So what are you getting ready to do?
I'm getting ready to cook some dinner.
Oh, nice. What are you having?
Well, let's see. I got something really special. We have all kinds of good food. We got a ribeye.
Oh, there you go. You're talking my language now.
Ribeye and mushrooms. And...
Oh, very good. All right. Well, this is a great setup. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling because I might go cook a ribeye myself.
All right.
All right. We'll see you, Robert.
Stop by anytime.
All right. Good
Thanks,
deal.
Tony.
Thanks. So I'm just leaving Robert. He's got a great setup there. It's all one wind. And as I was leaving his spot, I just met the county commissioner for Greene County. So Snow Hill, North Carolina is in Greene County. So great place. It really is. The county is really neat. So we've got these cabins here, and that's what I wanted to show you. But you can see we're getting all set up down through there. There is a pond over there where there were some people fishing earlier. There is a little river down right through the trees. We may make it over there as well. I don't know about today, but I think we will make it over there this weekend because last year I did not get a chance to go down there. Yeah, but let me show you this and I'll explain why it's called this. Look at that old Ford. Now, what that's sitting next to, that old Ford pickup, it's called the Beast Cabin. And a little bit of history about that. So if you know Mr. Beast. So Mr. Beast did a video. Now, he is on YouTube. Now, he's from this area. But they did an airplane drop, and you can see right there the steps going into the cabin is from the airplane that was dropped over there in that field. So it's the airplane. I think his buddies survived out of an airplane crash that was a plane. So this whole part of the campground was when Mr. Beast wanted to film that video. There was no road back to here, and they had to get a very large crane back this road to drop a plane from the crane in that field. And then the guys, they survived, out of the plane. They searched this area and they found that cabin, which didn't look like that in the video, but that's the actual cabin that the two guys found as they were searching the one day. Yeah, so that's how this road got here. They had to build it to get the crane back here. Now, the interesting thing is that when that plane was dropped, if you watch that video, I think that's about a 5-second clip in the video, but there are multiple cabins here as well. But yeah, what a blessing that this is accessible because of Mr. Beast making a video here. Pretty awesome. Yeah, there is right over here. If you remember last year, this is Hitch's spot. And he's all set up over here again. And last year he did a demo of different products and stuff, different hammocks, different ways to lay in hammocks and different setups. But the reason he's called Hitch, if you remember, he built this right here, what he's got the American flag hanging on, but it's a post in a hitch so that all he needs is one tree right across there. Pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure when you come to one of these events, you know, he's got different styles of hammocks, and if you want to lay in one, you certainly can to get an understanding. A lot of people will, like Chris, he's never been to a hammock hang before, and it's a smaller venue. You get to meet people, you get to understand different things. We're going to walk down here to this other display. So this whole field right here was where the plane was dropped. The remnants. So this is the plane crash site. So it's got, I remember them cooking in that thing right there. But these are just different. I think they ate food out of that right there. That's where all the snacks and stuff were. But they've got some different chairs and things like that at the plane crash site. So where did the plane go? Well, it's my understanding, I believe the owner of the campground told me last year when he explained everything to me that an investor came and bought the plane. They made a bunch of key rings. They scrapped it. Made a bunch of, I think, key rings, Mr. Beast key rings, and then sold them, and all the money that was raised from that was donated to a cause. Yeah, pretty neat. All right, and in the video, once I learned that, I came home and I watched that video. And believe it or not, in the one section, you can actually, if you look, I'm camped right in view in that video. It's right up there in the trees. All right, I think tomorrow we'll go ahead and walk down to find the little river that runs down there. So, I mean, if you want to check out the Mr. Beast video of plane crash, I think you would just type in the search bar plane crash, and then you'll get to see what this place looked like before it became an extension of the original campground. All right, well, I am going to work my way back to the setup camp and probably get something to eat. I'll go ahead and I should eat my ribeye. Yeah, I should. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna make that ribeye. I think that's a good thing. So I'm gonna get the cook set out and I will get everything all set up and show you what I'm cooking it on. All right, here we go. So what are we gonna cook our ribeye on? Well, I carry this around in the car. This is a Tembo Tusk. It's made by Adventure Scodel. So if you watch the video from last year, I made those fish tacos on this last year, but this is what it looks like. So I'm going to get it fired up, set down on the ground. I don't want to cook it on my table because steak splatters. All right, well, I'll get it fired up and then I will set it on the ground and then we will get to cooking. So we got our ribeye here. Look at that. Look at that marbling on there. Ooh, that's looking good. So our Scodel is actually heating up pretty good there. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this steak on. Push her down. I'll probably turn that down a little bit. That's a sizzling. Give it a good flip. Okay, I think that's done. I don't like the, I like my steaks burnt on the outside and kind of still mooing on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and pull that off and lay that right on this cutting board. Oh, look at that. All right, so this is a cutting board right here as well. But what I've got this other cutting board because I don't want to cut right on this new cutting board. So I'll get all set up and show you what it looks like. Okay, so we just let that rest a little bit, but that was perfect timing. Yeah, the sun's going down. So, ooh, let me show you this bite. Let me get that. So this is the Opinel knife. Ooh, does a great job of slicing. And so a lot of times I'll do the first bite without any salt because I like to taste the meat. Yeah, I do. That's spot on. Okay, let me get my Redmond's Real Salt put on that and finish this up. And I'm going to eat this. I'm not going to show you me eating it and chewing it because this is a hammock event, not a cooking channel. All right, well, I will talk to y'all in a little while. Well, just sitting here at the back of the car, I was over and visited with James Grady and family. I've been hearing owls out that way. I remember hearing them last year as well. A really cool sound. But yeah, I've got the light on underneath the hammock right over there so I can find it. I'll close the hatch up when we're all done here. But I will probably be crawling into bed fairly soon. All right. Well, I think maybe in about 10 more minutes. All right. I'll see you over there.
All right, Tony, God bless, brother.
Hey, God bless you too. You too. All right. So I am all in the hammock. I'm going to hit the hay. Got a busy day tomorrow. I think we are going to do a tour of hammocks like we did last year. I'm looking forward to that. And plus, I think Hitch is going to do a hammock 101 lesson, which will be really neat. So I am beat. I'm just not used to being in this heat. Look, I didn't even put my Scully cap on because it's only supposed to get down to 67 degrees tonight. Back home in PA, I think they were calling for 38. So not used to this yet. All right. Well, you know what we say. All righty. See you in the morning. Lights out. All right. Good night. Well, good morning. I got up about 7 o'clock. I had a great night's sleep down here. Man, it was so peaceful. All right, so I was over there. James Grady at 7 o'clock. He put the pig on. He raised this pig. He's got a 100-pound dressed pig and two. I think he said pork butts on the smoker right over there. I am going to go ahead and walk on over to the North Carolina Hammock Hangers. Guys that are over on the one side, Moose came over and he said, hey, we're cooking breakfast. So I'm going to walk on over there.
Well, the easy way to go is go pay. Used to, but yeah, I don't think Timmy's doing it. A wonderful day and a wonderful weekend with friends, Lord. Please guide us and direct us to keep us safe and all our families healthy.
Oh, they got another pair of tongs or something right there. Ireland drunk Kool-Aid tea.
And the hammock hangers.
All right, that was a great breakfast. Got to hang out with all the guys. Oh my goodness, so many of them. But they had sausage, eggs, bacon, hash browns if you eat them, but I don't eat them. But we just kind of hung up there for a while talking, and we're going to do our tour at 10 o'clock. We're going to start our little tour. So, James just called me. He says if I want to take a look at the pig. All right, let's go walk over there. All right. Here we are. There's the pig. Oh, that looks heavy. Oh, look at that. That is amazing. Oh, that's smelling good.
Uncle James good in his backyard.
Absolutely.
Look, don't say anything. Brody's really sensitive to it.
Oh, that's going to be dinner. All right, so James is going to run me up to where they're starting to tour the hammocks. This is James. You guys remember him from the last time.
How you doing?
There you go.
Squirrel.
Oh, squirrel. Yeah. All right, we're going to head up there. Oh, I'll get the button. There you go. We're taking a little tour of the pond on our way over. But
One of two.
one of two ponds. So they're catching some crappies in here this morning.
Hammock tour starts in 5 minutes. Hammock tours in 5 minutes.
So the first tent that we're looking at is Pappy Amos, which is part of the North Carolina Hammock Hangers. And he's got this one tigress set up. He actually has a Dutchware chameleon inside for his hammock. And then and a lot of people ask, can I go camping if I'm on a CPAP? So Pappy does have a CPAP machine that he hooks up, and he's got a Jackery right inside to keep that charged up at night so he can sleep real good. But look at that hammock. Oh, that is a nice one. Okay, so Phantom Grappler, he's very known in the hammock world. He's kind of taken us to different locations to see different tents. So he's guiding us through.
This tarp is no longer made. It was Wilderness Logic's Big Daddy.
This is
This is a DIY kit.
Chappie's set up here, and he's got the Wilderness Logic's tarp, but he's got it so I've got to come up with a way to do that for mine too. I like how it opens up, but he uses, so there's a lot of different things that you can use, and he uses this nano claw right there for his tarp instead of using a Prusik knot. It's just some of the things that you develop and learn as you go. Like I said, this is developed over time. You know, your suspension and everything. You see his suspension right there. His tarp, but I love how he can open up his tarp and pull it down so quickly.
The knot that I use for my stakes, I do a Siberian hitch, and I put a daisy chain after it. Now, if you do more than one daisy chain stitch, or 5, 6, 8, 9 stitches of daisy chain, some people might call you crazy. I prefer eccentric. Yes. Now, here's the thing about this Siberian hitch with the daisy chain. You just pull it and it's undone. Nice. You pull it and it's undone. And the Siberian hitch comes in handy. I'm just going to briefly tie it. If somebody wants to learn it, they can contact me later. Learn knots. Okay, Siberian hitch. It's tied. A couple of stitches of daisy chain. Well, with me. Okay. Now, this right here happens to be a Prusik loop, but I don't do a three wrap Prusik. I do a 6 wrap Prusik, and also I do a come along. A come along is simply a circular loop, like a loop that you lay the loop on there, and then you tie the Prusik around the loop or the come along and the standing part. You tie them both at the same time. Just wrap it. And the reason I put 6 wraps in there is so that it will hold. Okay, here you go, like that. It holds, and if you want to tighten up your Prusik, you can do this to it. I put my hand in there to keep from stressing the tarp, and you can bend this in a horseshoe and pull it real hard like that, and that makes it less likely to slide. All right, so later, if you want to learn some knots that I tie in the bike that are quick release for camping. So on Sunday you don't have any cussing knife knots, then you can get some quick release knots.
So Phantom Grappler is known as the knot guy. So he was just showing us a couple knots right here on his setup, on his tarp. And if anybody wanted to come back later and learn more about it, he's always willing and able, that's the key, able to teach someone about any kind of knot they want to know. He's, from what I hear, he's a legend in the hammock world, hammock forums and everything. So been around for a long time.
It's the XL.
It's vintage.
Yeah, vintage.
So we just walked down to Taz's setup. Now he's got the, I think this is one of the original Haven tents. He said he slept in it for the first time last night, and it was a good, good night's sleep. But the Haven is what you would call a bridge-style hammock. So basically, you lay very flat. It's not like it, goes down. It's actually got a little bit of an arch. You can see it there. It's arching up so that when you lay in it, it kind of flattens out. But it's got a nice bug net on there, and he said he slept real good. Looks like he's got a pillow and a neck thing there, and a camo sheet over the air mattress. All right, we're gonna keep moving. So this is Roger and Ann's setup. Now, Ann, she used to mainly only tent camp, and last night, this is Ann. Hey, Ann. Ann slept for the first time in a Haven safari hammock. And she said she had, I don't think she's going to sleep in a tent again. She had that much of a good sleep in it. So, yeah, it's come out and try something for the first time and see how you like it. So this is Tom Tom. Tom Tom's over there in the blue shirt. I can't tell if I'm pointing to him or not, with the gray beard. So Tom Tom I've seen down at Florida Hammock Hangers, saw him here last year. So he gets to a lot of the hammock hangs. He's always got really interesting and cool setups. Yeah, he's also a bushcrafter, so he's very into all of the bushcraft stuff, and but he definitely hammocks. This is a little setup right here. This is actually a raincoat that he's got set up as a little bit of a cover for if you're out bushcrafting or something like that, and you just use your raincoat as a tent. Very cool. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on, but when you're at these groups, I can't film it all, but you can go up and lay in, people let you lay in their hammocks and stuff like that, ask questions more detailed. So you got to come to one of these. There's a whole bunch of them, all up and down the East Coast. So you can see when they are and come to one. That way you can learn a lot more. So we just took another look at the pig, checking on it as we passed. My spot, we talked about my setup a little bit, but you guys saw that earlier in the video yesterday, or still today. You know what I mean. All right, we're walking our way down. I think we're heading over to Hitch's setup.
Eric is going to show a series of hammocks and suspensions, and Hitch is an experienced hammock camper, and he's got a good display here.
Sleep in a lot. The one I'm sleeping in there is a...
So we're here with, over here at Hitch. He's talking about the different styles of hammocks, and then we're moving on to different styles of support straps. I mean, there's the buckle strap that I use, there's toggles, there's all kinds of different straps. It really comes down to personal preference at that point, but we're talking about tarps, different kinds of tarps, answering questions that people have for everything. So it's a very informative class. Getting a lot of questions, and because we've got a couple new hammock campers here. All right, well, I think we got one last hammock we're gonna see. So we cannot forget to look at the Hammock Hammock. So I did a really nice interview with the owner and designer of Hammock Hammocks. And one of the nice things, and that was down at HangCon this year, so HangCon 2025. But you can see when you're laying in this thing, you're not head at tree and feet at tree. Your head and feet are facing the view. So that's the Hammock Hammock.
This is just a 10-6.
So we got
I've tried all of
Iceman.
them.
He's got a whole bunch of setups here, and he was saying this is one of Shug's original hammocks that he's slept in. Alrighty. Thanks, Iceman.
You can actually see the...
All right, so
Now,
this
Tony-
is Phantom Grappler. Go
Right,
ahead.
that's right. Tony, don't give him my real name because I'm wanted in 38 states
Just 38.
and not wanted in 12 others.
There you go. Thank you a lot for taking us around and showing us all
Oh,
this
you're
stuff.
so welcome.
All right.
I was drafted by Moose Man.
Yeah. He has a way of doing that, right?
Yes, he does. That's leadership. Moose
Yes.
Man's a leader.
Oh, yeah, he
knows
definitely
how to
is.
delegate and do things.
Absolutely.
Yes, he does. And Moose Man hosted this hang.
Yes.
Yes, NC Hammock Hangers, NCHH. And one of the things that Moose Man does with NC Hammock Hangers, he tries to get places that have a place with plenty of trees, plenty of parking, and he tries to get a private or semi-private campground so that we're not with too much riffraff.
Right.
Riffraff.
So this is a great venue right here. This location 2 years in a row, and it is so
Yes.
peaceful.
He does Wooley Swamp Farm. He does Van Hoy
Okay.
Farms, Van Hoy Farms, and Wooley Swamp Farm, and he negotiates a great deal, and we pay. We've got great people to work with.
Yeah.
Great
All right.
people.
Good deal. Glad to
Tony,
see you again
this
this
is great.
year.
All right.
All righty, buddy.
All right.
All right.
Hey.
So I'm back in the golf cart with James Crady, and we got Olson right behind us, hanging out on the back. We're going to check out the creek. I'm glad James offered to take a ride in the golf cart. All right, I'll see you when we get there.
Hello.
Oh, you want to say hi?
Hello.
Hello. All righty, Olson. Good deal. All right, so we made it down to the creek. Hey, how you doing? So we got Olson's guiding me, but we got a creek that runs right through the lower part of the campground as well. And then we just came in from that direction right there. But yeah, they were down here fishing. Some people did some catching, but I don't know if anybody caught anything. Do you know if anybody caught anything?
No.
No. All right, but this is a beautiful creek. Oh, I'm glad we came down here to see that.
We're gonna go fishing.
Ooh, there you go. So, I did not show you guys this like last night. So I went to sleep last night without my bug net on. So I keep my bug net stored up here in the, it just slides, and I store it right up here in the snake skin. But this, I got up last night and I slid it out across, got it all fastened up. It is a bottom entry bug net. I like these because it gives me the opportunity to even just throw this over my head and sit right here on my hammock. But I heard a bug buzzing in my ear, so I was like, oh no, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. So I did last night. Really nice, and it is about 85 degrees right here in Snow Hill, North Carolina. Whew, I tell you what, that's making us lazy and sleepy. So I actually took about an hour and a half's nap in my hammock a little while ago. All right, the only thing we got to do now is kind of wait for dinner. So I probably won't talk to you until time to eat the pig. All right, so I guess there's gonna be other stuff, but one of the cool things is, remember I showed you yesterday, it was out in the field up at the other end of the Campground, well, this year decided to move the pig right down here to do that, and everybody's going to come down here right next to my camp, and we're not going to have to go too far, so we can go back for seconds. All right, well, I will see you in a little bit.
We got chop barbecue and you can pull some pork.
It's time to eat, so I am going to make my way over there and get some pork.
Thank you, buddy.
Got some pork. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's looking good. So I think I should ask him what all he used, but he has a regular sauce that he puts on it, mainly vinegar based, some red pepper, and some salt. All right. I think this is the chopped pork butt. Ooh, that is good. And then this would be, I think I grabbed pretty close to where the ribs were.
If you're cooking with wood, you can crisp up that skin. Good.
Oh yeah, that is very good. All right, well, I'm going to eat, and I'll talk to you after that.
But I can take that skin and turn it.
All right, dinner's all done. People are still just hanging out over there, and it's time to relax right before the big auction, or the big raffle. I guess I would call it a raffle, not an auction. So you buy raffle tickets, and then these are the items that have been donated either by members or by companies. And there is a big prize here. Two different things right here that are really interesting. That's top 3 prize. And the one is, if you know Dave Canterbury down in Bushcraft, this is a Pathfinder pack, and it is packed with bushcraft stuff.
Put together by Tom Tom.
Put together by Tom Tom right there. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, and then we also have a, I guess it's a Dutchware chameleon?
Yeah.
Okay. And then these are all the other items right out here on the table. There's tier 1 and tier 2 items. A lot of stuff.
I just wanted to put that out there since they didn't donate any of that.
Oh, they didn't. So you donated it.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Tom. So I was mistaken. It wasn't Dave Canterbury that donated the Pathfinder pack. If you remember earlier, I talked about Tom Tom, you know, seeing him down in North Carolina and Florida. But he purchased all the stuff for the pack.
Mm-hmm. It's gear that I've used myself and I know and I trust.
Yeah.
So it's like I've seen packs people donated, like outdoor packs that use Walmart gear that break in like the first 2 times, and I trust Dave's stuff, so I bought it and I use it.
That is really awesome. So Tom Tom donated that pack. That is great.
Mm-hmm.
That's really awesome, Tom Tom.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so they are pulling the raffle tickets and calling the raffle tickets. Everybody's looking at their tickets around. So there's a winner back here. All right.
063. 063.
Chris is a big 2-time winner there. Aha, there you go. We are on to tier 2.
I guess so.
You get another canteen cup so you can get one to cook in and one.
Well, we need to take a bet which one he's going to get.
There it is.
Food wife, what do you think?
Okay, the raffle is all done. That was a lot of fun. So I did win 2 prizes on the first tier. So these are a bunch of storage bags with a nice zipper on it. They're all kind of color coded in there. So that, and then the other thing is this is a bag. It's like a little stuffed sack or a dry bag. It is waterproof, but look at that Colorado flag colors. Pretty cool. All right. Well, I am probably going to walk around and talk to people, so I will see you later on. Alrighty, I finally caught up to him. This is the owner of the campground, and I was here last year, and you didn't have as much as you've done last year.
Yeah, we've been a little bit at work, a little bit. We've done a few improvements, a little nature trail. Have expanded in the back a little bit. Slowly but surely, we're getting there.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
getting there. It's getting nice.
It's a beautiful place.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you,
really
thank
is.
you. We had a great group this time. Some great people. Yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Fun time.
So, if you want to check it out, you got to get down here. Come. It's a great experience, a great place to hang. And how can they find you?
Well, the name of the place is Wooley Swamp Farm in Snow Hill, North Carolina. I am on Facebook, David Maduris. My number is 252-939-0112. You can call me direct. Friend me on Facebook through the North Carolina Hammock Hangers Association. I'm sure you can find somebody, Dave Moose or some of the guys, but we'd love to have you. We're open year round.
Okay.
All the time. It's a good, wholesome family campground.
And that's what I've experienced each time that I came here, and that has a lot to do with you.
Well,
no.
Good upbringing from my parents. Well, I'm not here to do things wrong, do things right.
Right.
Life is good. Life is good.
Always. Yeah, and I remember your testimony from last year.
That's right. I'm blessed to be here, so
you and me both. Yeah.
I'm trying to give back a little bit.
Amen. All right. God bless you, brother.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and I'll see you again next year.
Come see us.
Maybe before then.
Come on, anytime.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll see you.
Good.
All right. So I caught up to Moose Man. So if you guys remember, we talked with him last year, and so you run the North Carolina Hammock Hangers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I call myself the facilitator.
The facilitator.
Because we've never had a board that we voted upon.
Right,
so I
right.
feel right calling myself a president. So
yeah,
I facilitate things.
And on Facebook, you guys can follow them on Facebook, and that's North Carolina Hammock Hangers on Facebook.
Right.
And how many times a year do you do these events?
We try to do 3 official, and we have little renegade things that we do.
Right.
We call one an old man hike, where we just everybody's over about 60.
Okay.
And because we're about the same pace, and we go down into Uares or wherever, and we just do a little hike in. We call it a hike and hang.
Yeah.
And we just get together, and it's we're not trying to put miles. We're just trying to go somewhere to hang our hammocks and have fun.
And that all gets organized, and that generally gets put on your Facebook page where you're going to do something.
We are on hammock forums, but not as a group.
Okay.
We're just on the hammock forums in the southeast section, so we list it.
So, and a lot of people I know don't know about hammock forums, but that's hammockforums.net.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and they used to be very, very popular. They don't seem like the younger group knows about them as much.
It's a different format type thing.
Yeah.
But our Facebook page, our NC Hammock Hangers, and you just have to answer about 3 questions: what type of hammock, where because you don't want we got all these bots out there. These AI stuff. Trying to spam. So it's just for real people.
Right.
And so, but you're welcome to join, and we'll get you approved if you answer those questions.
Absolutely. All right. It's been great. It's been a great weekend.
We've had people from Pennsylvania come and Ohio.
Right.
And I'm not sure where the furthest ones. I know some for Virginia.
Yeah.
And South Carolina is represented.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, of course, North Carolina. So, yeah, we had a good time, and this is a good guy. Oh. Enjoy spending time with you.
Well, spending good time with good people.
Right.
Yeah.
And may the Lord bless you in everything you do.
Yeah, and you too. Brother.
All right.
Well, I'm going to keep packing away. Not going to leave tonight, but I'm getting stuff put away because I'm going to head out tomorrow. All right. I'll talk to y'all before I go to bed. See ya. The sound of crickets. All right. Well, I am all packed up with the car canopy. I've got the hammock out because the only thing we got left to do now is go to bed, wake up, and then get on the road ready for the next adventure. What are we doing next? I don't know. You have to stay tuned and find out. But if you like seeing car camping, stealth camping, camping, hammock camping, all kinds of camping, hit that notification bell if you want to come along on these adventures. All right, I really appreciate you being here and coming along on this hammock hang. It was a great event. Put it on the calendar for next year, or check into it. Go on to Facebook and NC Hammock Hangers. I love to see you here next year. All right, well, for now, Tony 2.0 out. And I'm not going to disappear. I'm just going to get up and walk away. All right, we'll see you on the next random adventure. All right, see ya. Good night.